Let's see. Make sure everything's working. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. What's this?
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio...
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Okay.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Handy resource
And then
indeed.
the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
I think I went the wrong way. I did. Okay. Oh, I know what I forgot to check. I still don't understand where the... Okay. Let's see. Let's just go blank real quick so I can see if I can get this to work. Okay. Do this, and then let's see. See if I can't get this to work. Come on. Can I? See? Oh. It says I already own all that, so. I wonder if there's like a certain. Is there a certain way to access it? I don't know.
It's time to trade in my Oak Shark 79.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to talk.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to...
I wondered how your first day was going.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your ability. Well, better see to my charms homework.
Let's see.
Revelio.
ahead of it, yeah.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
Stupid played. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Good call.
Levioso.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do.
Levioso.
Only all my students for this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I like Sebastian.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Okay.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class.
Nice work.
Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
You should hear Charlotte.
Oh, hold on. Weasley after class. I should do that one first.
Revelio.
I saw something over here. Gotta pet the cat.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about...
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Butterbeer?
Roma at the Three Broomsticks.
I don't know if I did. We're gonna pet it again.
Don't know how to remember who we all are either.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village I...
Ah, there you are. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes...
It seems as if that...
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well. But first, each shall ask, I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Okay.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Accio!
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignment.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms.
Do I?
Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation.
Yes, sir.
Remember,
Yes.
your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
Wait, what is this?
Levioso. Revelio.
Let's go. Let's go to... Yeah. Wait. What's inside there? Oh,
Revelio. Accio.
It's a relief to find
Revelio.
why that bottle was empty.
anything out.
I hope to have an hour of my own one day. Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfect. My arms get so tired. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my...
That sounds brilliant.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the like... I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the... Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. Perhaps you could get them for me.
I suppose I could help.
Oh, I'd very much... If you could collect them...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
I don't really know what that sound, that little hovering sound was, but whatever.
Revelio. Hello, Cressida. I can...
Oh, what a... I'll happily take the heavy lot.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work, perhaps I should start. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy.
I wonder what Kagawa thinks of British being cancelled.
Revelio.
I haven't been down to the boathouse since arriving in the first.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Interesting. Alex, that's probably my
Merlin's
favorite
beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
I'm convinced I'm the only one.
Because I'm the best.
I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately, you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Oh, it will be. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Better soon and back at Hogwarts.
So many muggles. I was simply saying before that
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
my children will be getting on well.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Okay.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
It's a cat. It's a cat. Let's see.
Revelio.
Can I not talk to you yet? Sorry. Oh, okay. I guess not.
Only a hairy-hearted
Okay, guess I can't go there yet.
Merlin. Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
Perfect wand.
No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
Let's see.
How intriguing.
It's either that. I think I want the natural. Yeah. So let's go back to.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
have any wand handles? I do.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcraft.
Matilda's student. I take it you've had a...
I'm afraid I have.
But you will soon. Of course it is not without... Stay the course.
That's certainly something to us.
And I, too. Spellcrafts are incredible. But I shall let Professor... A potting table...
I believe so, sir.
Good. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I still want to know why wouldn't we do the clothes store?
If it wasn't for my arrest.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. No, that... Though, I don't...
It's my first time.
Is it really? You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather, how may I help you today? You're the student, she said. I set your things aside immediately. Is it not the most fascinating art potion?
Potions, really?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake. As it's your first time in, I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses. But for now, let's
get you those recipes.
What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
What's the last one? That one? I want to try that again, but...
Well, hello there.
Pardon? Not a...
These people talk
Name? I keep the car.
I suppose.
In addition to... But what? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego.
Sir, why can't I talk to you? Huh, that's weird.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Levioso!
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
Levioso!
What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done!
Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Levioso!
That's right, you lumbering lout! He's faltering! Few more hits to do the job! Stupefy!
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Reparo.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Oh, hello there! A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Reparo.
Revelio.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery and...
I was happy to...
Frankly, you deserve an order of... I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some... And, as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter...
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I don't understand.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The Three Broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be...
Revelio.
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Lumos.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Okay. Hogwarts map. Where is my common room? This is there.
Revelio.
That's irritating. Like... why it won't let me. You mean to tell me I played... Okay.
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Revelio.
I didn't hear anything.
She was humming again.
Oi! Can you help me?
Hello?
I was, yes. Thought you might be following a treasure map. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but I found 2 maps lying about.
Following a whole...
Wonderful. You can keep whatever
Very well.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Nope, not here. Meant quest source.
Ugh.
Oops, sorry. Go talk to Fig, and we'll probably wrap up there. Although we can kind of keep the about the same.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack.
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the...
They were there because of me.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins...
They're after the locket.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map... It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm. If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit. Before...
But sir, how dangerous...
Perhaps we are only after a book. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Alright, I think that's actually where we're going to save. I'm gonna piddle around and see if I can't figure out how to get the DLC stuff. So next time we can change our outfit to be what I actually want it to be, because I like the other one. So, but alrighty, I will see you in the next one, and adios.